KZ fam, I'm back with another video, and today we got another one of these videos. I'm outside collecting my thoughts, just chilling, to be honest. Sometimes I just like to come out and relax and think about things. And today I just wanted to talk to y'all young people, barely getting into middle school or going into high school. I just wanted to tell y'all to be careful, man. Be careful with who you guys interact with, who you guys make friends out of. Make friends with those that are worth being friends. People who laugh at you and not with you, those are not friends. People who force you to do things that you don't want to do, those aren't friends either. People who clown on you because you don't want to do those things, those are not friends as well. Make good friends. Trust me, those people that are smarter than you want to make friends out of those people like crazy. you know, you can learn a thing or two from them. Never be afraid to seek knowledge. I wish I would have done more in my high school, even middle school, I would say, even starting out middle school, because the younger you start, the better it is for you. So I would say middle school. I wish I would have done more in my middle school days, in my high school days. In my middle school, I was very chubby, so I was always made fun of in middle school, to be honest. And a lot of my focus is middle school and high school, if I'm going to be honest, was I would game a lot. Don't get me wrong, I did have some friends. Some would just be friends during school where I would see them, and some would be, I would actually go out and hang out with. Um, I'm lucky that most of my life I didn't come across like those fake friends or people that I didn't need around me. Well, I did a few, but I would say for the most part it was pretty cool. Friends that were actually good people. I'd say I would have good people in the heart, But anyways, out of high school you just kind of grow apart from everyone, especially if you're doing your own thing, if you go to work. Um, Responsibilities come and you just grow out, you fall apart. Not really fall apart, but just grow apart. Um, but yeah, choose your friends very, very wisely. Seek knowledge. Start early as you possibly can, bro. I wish I would have done something better in my high school days. I wasted it, if I'm being honest. I spent a lot of time gaming. I spent a lot of time being addicted to jacking off, if I'm being honest. like I'm just opening up with you guys. I jacked off way too much in my high school days. Every day. Every day. It was a constant thing. I've told y'all this before in my other videos, that I used to be addicted to porn. Like, dead serious, bro. I could not get away from it. Every day I was doing it. And I don't know why. And it came to a point where I wanted to stop, but I dead ass couldn't. I really couldn't, for whatever reason. But then, obviously, after high school, it happened where I was just like, all right, I, I really do need to stop, and I stopped. Now I don't do it. I have a lovely girlfriend. Also, I was gonna say that as well. Watch who you mess with when it comes to girls. Don't mess around with just any girl, bro. Don't go home with just any girl. Choose the right one. I hate to say it, but nowadays, like, you can just see how ungodly the world has become right in front of our eyes. It's quite sad to see, to be honest. Back in the days, it wasn't, well, it was starting to. Let's just say that. It was starting to. At least in my high school days, it was starting to become like this. But it wasn't as bad as it is now. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of girls, they're out there messing with whoever, and it's not good for your body, for your soul, for your energy. Protect your energy as much as you can from these girls that are just going out and about with everyone. And then you don't want to be that fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth guy going in with that girl, bro. It's not worth it. Trust me, it isn't. It's bad for your spiritual energy. It's bad for your mental. It's bad for everything in your life. You could really have a huge setback when you mess with these girls who are messing around with everybody. So if you hear something from that girl, you already know who not to mess with. Mess with the girls that have values. Mess with the girls that actually are for you, are in your best interest to mess around with, you know? Girls that keep to themselves. Now, let's be honest, girls that keep to themselves, they might just be the they might just be the best ones for you. Might. Okay, cuz not all of them are like that, but most are good. Let's just be honest. Seek a girl that shares interests with you, that will believe in you, that will comfort you when you're down, that will share her time with you, that will care for you, and that will love you for who you are. Don't go out there try to impress girls with some BS that is not you. Right? Always be yourself around everyone, actually. Not just girls. We're not talking about just girls here. Everyone. Guys who aren't meant to be your friends, girls who aren't meant to be your friends, if they don't like you for who you are, then that's when you know you should not be around them. It's that simple. But yeah, I spent a lot of my time in high school pretty much isolated, to be honest. I did go out with a few friends sometimes here and there. Shout out to Brian, bro. That was like my best friend going out in high school. We would go out to Round Table, eat some pizza quite often. Um, Shout out to my boy Osvani. You know what I'm saying? I went out with some people. I wouldn't necessarily say that all of them were my friends' friends. Those who know they were my friends' friends, they know. You know, who are still. I'm still in contact with some of them. You know, shout out to Osvani, but um, some people that I just saw at school, you know, obviously were acquaintances. They were cool people. They were chill people to be around. But it's just, you know, when they're not your friends, truly your friends, like you just know they're not truly your friends, right? They're just people that you hung out with once or twice, and that's it, you know? But the people who stuck around with you for a while, those are some good people. But, anyways, use your time wisely, man. Get to know the right people. Please start early as you can, to build knowledge, build your education, and yeah, you'll be ahead. And you'll notice how impactful it'll be on your life when you actually put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have started YouTube earlier than what I did. I wish I would have started something in my high school days. I wish I would have connected with more people. I'm a really closed person. Well, was. I'm a little bit more open than I was before, but I definitely wish I would have been more open back in high school. I wish I would have gotten to know a lot more people. But oh well, life is how it is. God has a plan for everybody. God has a plan for you. He has a plan for me. I know I will succeed. Mark my words. I'm definitely not giving up anytime soon. Cause life is kind of like a video game if you really think about it. It's either you're leveling up, you're going down. If you're already at rock bottom, there's no other way to go but up. So just believe in yourself and be prepared for anything. And as we go into school, bro, I'm telling y'all, to those people that think it's cool to talk back to teachers, bro, you look like a clown whenever people do that. I hope you know that. Everybody, at least me, whenever someone would talk back to the teacher and think it would look all cool and stuff to talk back and be angry and stuff and just, bro, that shit is not cool, bro. It looks so weird, and it's a bad look on you. So just be chill. Be that chill guy, you know? If you're the class clown, don't trying to make people laugh and always messing around with people, that's cool. I always thought it was funny, to be honest, class clowns. Um, but when they started talking back to the teacher and started being extremely disrespectful, that's a whole different thing. You know, you gotta have manners. People nowadays don't have manners, bro. It's such a simple thing to have. How do you not have manners? Especially, you need to respect your elders. It's a bad look when you don't respect your elders, you know? But anyways, yeah, respect everyone. Be kind to others. Definitely work on yourself. And yeah, man, that's all I have to say to y'all. Be careful. Good luck in school. Go through it and get to the best version of yourself as soon as you possibly can. I love y'all. I'm out.